Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lining Up Ducks. I am so excited to bring you this cash stuffing video because this is an absolutely huge, over $3,600 that I'm stuffing today. And if you did not see our surprise financial blessing video, check that out here and in the description box below, and it will give you an idea of where all of this money is coming from. But today, I not only need to stuff my cash envelopes, I also need to update my sinking funds trackers because I got my prototype in for my brand new Money Made Easy notebook. This is the one that I have on my website right now as a printable, and it is going to be available in hard copy in the middle of March. So I've got to transfer kind of everything I've already done over to this book, and so I need to update my sinking funds trackers. Okay, so I've got everything all spread out right here. I would love to have that pretty little clear tray that everybody uses in their other cash stuffing videos. It makes my organizing happy. It makes my organizing gland happy. But we live in a tiny house, and I can't have anything that is a single purpose item in this house almost. So I've got my crayons to update my cash stuffing, to update my sinking funds totals, and off we go. Okay, first in our cash envelopes for this pay period is going to be our Oops envelopes. All right, now this is, before I do that, this is our savings for our Disney cruise. So any money that we have left over from our previous month's spending envelopes, our cash spending envelopes, not our sinking funds, will go into this. And we have been saving for a year for a Disney cruise. It's probably going to take us another solid year or more to get the cruise saved up for a family of 6. But this is the envelope that we're working in for that. So you'll see me put money in that envelope periodically. This is our bank deposit envelope, and this is where if we spend money out of the bank, out of the debit card for our internet spending account, this is where we pull the money out of the cash envelopes and stash it in here until the next cash stuffing. So all I'm going to do is pull this money out, set this envelope aside, and add the cash to our cash stuffing for today. Now, before I got my cash out of the bank, I did check that envelope and see exactly what was in there, so I knew what not to get out of the bank. So I already knew I had 2 20s, I already knew I had a 10, that kind of stuff. I had so many ones this time, I had to put them in 2 stacks because they were falling over. Okay, so Oops money is first, and I think we have leftovers in here. Yes, there is some leftover. There's $6 left over in one of the envelopes, and 20 left over in another. Awesome. Now, Scott's not really good. We save all of our ones and change, and he's not really good about putting those in automatically as soon as he gets them, but they all go into the Disney fund anyway, so it's no super big deal. We just stuff them in the envelope. Now, so these get 25 each. Now, just like last month, last month, we ran off of a month ahead fund in our family. So everything, we pay this month's expenses and bills with last month's money, and next month's expenses and bills with this month's paychecks. So last month I did an example for y'all of how a month ahead fund can really work by pulling all of my cash out at the beginning of the month and going ahead and pre-stuffing everything. And y'all, that was the easiest month I've ever had, and I've decided that I'm going to adopt that and start doing it. So I have got my handy dandy extra envelope that all I'm going to have to do in the next payday is pull out the cash out of this envelope and restuff them in my envelopes. Eventually, I hope to have 2 envelopes of everything, but that's just not happening right now. Okay, so 25 each for Scott and I for our Oops money, and then 25 for next pay period for each of us as well. So I really, really, really enjoyed having all of our kind of money pre-set out. All I had to do at payday, last pay period, was just, oops, I don't need to do that yet, was just transfer money into the month ahead fund. And that's it. That's all I had to do. I pulled out this envelope, transferred money. That was it. Okay, so this one is our grocery envelope for this time, and it does have money left in it. It's got $50 left in it. So we're going to put that in the Disney fund. And this gets $300 this time. 1, 2, 3. And then for next time is 1, 2, 3. And this also, I go ahead and stuff all of our sinking funds for the month too. It makes it a lot easier. All right, this is our household spending envelope this time. I've got to monkey with this design. It didn't come out exactly right. Okay, so I also keep all of our like household spending gift cards in here. That way I know where they are. So household spending, this time I've been doing our household spending like Jordan Paige does in her budget boot camp. And there is a link to that in the description box below. She's a great cheerleader when it comes to helping you with your money. She kind of combines all of her households, like she only separates out groceries and household spending. And I have actually really enjoyed that because if I go over on dog food or if I go, over on something else and that's a small category, I'm not feeling as guilty. And also, our restaurant money is in here and it's almost like we're not spending as much because I don't have a specific restaurant envelope that tells me I have permission to spend that amount. I'm being much more careful with our household spending money now that it is lumped up in one envelope. So that gets $200 this pay period and $200 for next pay period. Now we did give ourselves some extra money from from our big money surprise, but that was already spent. We took ourselves and another large family out to dinner, and that was our big celebration. So that was super fun. Okay, next is the girls' school lunch money, and there's nothing left in here. If there was money left in here, this is the girls' money that they budget themselves. So if they have saved money and not budgeted everything, it goes into their piggy banks. So it gets $6 per week per kid. So 5, 6 for week 1, 5, 6 for week 2 for this envelope, 5, 6, 5, and 6. And then also for our next month. So 5, 6, 5, 6. That's for one envelope. 5, 6, 5, 6. That's next payday. The kids budget this money themselves, and they do a really good job with it. It's funny to see how they do it. And, this has been a really, really good teaching lesson for them. Okay, next is our paid chores for the household. I am really, really working hard on the paid chores printables that I'm going to have out hopefully for our family and for you soon. So as soon as I get that done, I will have that video. I'll start working on that video for you. So right now our kids get, they have chores that they have to do and they have paid chores as well. So right now Danny Ann gets $5 a pay period. So $5 a week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for week 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for week 2. And then so it would be 10 over here. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the next time. Kate gets the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be both of those 2 weeks. Grab some more ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then Sophie and Mary Claire get $2 each per week. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then so that would be week 1 for Sophie, week 2 for Sophie, week 1 for Mary Claire, week 2 for Mary Claire. When you've got 4 kids, paid chores can get really expensive, but it's a fantastic learning tool. And surprisingly enough, my youngest is a really great little helper. So if you haven't seen our kids payday challenge video, check that out here and in the description box below. So our family, instead of doing fun money for the family that we have our kids payday challenge, and our kids love it. So definitely go check that video out. This, if you haven't seen that video, is not going to make a ton of sense, but just try to follow along here. So the prizes are $1 through $10. So I'm going to, and this time, because of our awesome financial blessing that we had this month, we are giving them 2 months worth of money to put into their savings charts. And that is so they can, they got, that was one thing they wanted to enjoy the nice big bonus that we got in the family too. So we're going to be doing lots of family fun stuff in the next couple of weeks. So we've got 1 for this pay period, 1 for next pay period, and then 1 for, all right, so we're making 4 piles of, let me move this pile over here. We're making 4 piles. So basically we took 1 month's kids payday challenge and we doubled it. So we're going to make 4 piles. So that's $1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And Mary Claire has already earned her very first reward. So she picked the cheapest one in the bunch. She is a smart cookie. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and so then we have our 5, 5. All right, and then we have 5, 6, 6, 5, 6. We have a 6, and then 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. All right. There's where all my ones go. And then we've got 10 for each as well. So instead of kind of doing, so this is going to be next pay period's money. Let me slide this back over here. It's going to be next pay period's money. And instead of doing 3, no, I will go ahead and do 3 in one group because, they understand that was a big chunk of money that came in. And that's going to be, they've been really looking forward to that kind of big reward. So this envelope is going to be overstuffed. It's okay. They are tough enough to overstuff, as my mama always said. Okay. We have another savings challenge that we are starting, and this is the pay date savings challenge. So Scott and I have not really had a date night in our budget in who only knows how long, because really, who wants to babysit 4 kids for free? And so now we're going to do a pay date saving challenge. And so what that means is the date that he gets paid is the amount of money that we're going to save. So this month he got paid on the 10th and he gets paid on the 24th. So we're going to put the 24th over here. 21, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to put the 24th over here, and then our $10 goes in here. Our 24 will go in there a little bit later. Okay, so that's our savings challenge for our date nights. And I'm thinking about doing every pay period, but I've got to figure out how much money that is first. I don't want to go way crazy. All right, so next is our personal money. Now, because we had a really big, ginormous financial blessing that came in this month, we've got a ton to work. I've got a ton to work with. So this is we normally get $140. So let me go ahead and put that out. And I like mine in 20s. 20, 40, 60, 70 for this pay period, and then 20, 40, 60, 70 for next pay period for me. And then, and I like to separate mine out as like 20 for restaurants, 20 for personal money. And then this is kind of like my personal savings that I am, you know, saving up for a girls trip, or if I need clothes or something like that. So that goes in here. And then in addition to that, this time I'm getting an extra $500 for just personal money because of our like stinking, amazing, awesome financial blessing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that goes into my savings. Make sure I didn't overcount that. Right here. And then those are all of my envelopes that will go with me. And these are Scott's envelopes. Now for Scott's money, I kind of just put it all in one envelope and let him decide how he wants to break it up. So he's going to get his 20, 40, 60, 70 for this pay period, 20, 40, 60, 70 for next pay period. And then he got $500 as well, but he wanted his in his bank account. So yes, I'm not shorting my husband. He gets the same amount of money that I do, but he liked his in his bank account this time. So I'm just going to throw this down in one of the envelopes and let him decide how he, you know, divides it out. All right, now we're going to get into our sinking funds. So I need to grab my notebook. I'm going to pull my page out so I don't have to be flipping back and forth and making y'all ill. All right. So our car repairs sinking fund is going to get $200 this pay period, but I need to count and see how much is in here. So 1, 2, but it's getting $2,600 total for the year. 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80. So it's got $400 in it so far. And each square is, or each brick is $16. So I get to color in 25 bricks. Oh, poop. That's the home repairs. All right, well, let's see. Car repairs gets $8 a brick. So I get 50 bricks over there to color in. All right. I hope I have that much money in my home repairs. We're going to leave this color out, and I'm going to have, y'all, my brain. The reason I haven't done a video recently is because my brain has been having some trouble with my AS, and obviously it's having trouble today too. So there's 6 blocks on each row. I count the half blocks as whole blocks. 8 rows and then 2 blocks. That's right. Now let's hope this works out. Okay, so that's our home repair, our car repairs. And now we've got our home repairs. Let's see, and that gets $150 this pay period. All right, y'all, fingers crossed that there's that right amount in here, because, oh, there's not. Oh, no. 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 50. Wait a minute. I paid our home repair guy the other day. And I had to pay him $100 and, no, because see, I had $80 that we had to spend. So, let's figure this out. This is why you're supposed to update this every pay period. I had $80 that I had to spend on 2 parts. And then I paid him $120. So add 200 to this. 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 450. Okay. I need to get my trackers on here. Where did my red go? There it is. So I need to color in 3 more blocks. Okay, next is our life insurance. I'll tell you what, let's do Christmas since it's right here first. So Christmas is $1,200 and it's getting $50 this pay period. Now, I'm not super hardcore saving for Christmas right now, and what's in here? 20, 40. So I have $90 for Christmas so far. So I'll color in a little more than 11 blocks. There's something incredibly satisfying about this. And I prefer crayons. I'm a crayon girl over marker girl. Okay, next is our, let me go ahead and do our life insurance. This doesn't have an actual sinking fund for it because it's actually a bill that we pay every 3 months. So it's got 156 this pay period. 155, 6. And once that bill is ready to pay, I'll put that in our piggy bank envelope. All right, next is gifts. That's getting 40 this pay period, so 20, 40. And it has, let's see, another, let's just count the whole thing. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40. So 140 in this one. These blocks are like $6 each. So I get to color in 23 of these. All right, next is our RV tags. Since I'm doing this in a different arrangement, my envelopes are out of order. Our RV tags and insurance and car tags gets $30 this pay period. 20, 30. And it has a bunch in here. So, 50, 70, 90, 1, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 160. And each of these is $12. All right, vet bills is next. And this one, because we got our new puppy, I'll toss a picture of him in here. He's super precious, is getting a good bit because we've got puppy shots coming up. So this one's getting $350. 1, 2, 3, and 50. Now this one is empty because our older dog had an emergency. So we're actually going to like start from zero on this one and consider this the first $350 because that pet emergency was $410 and we kind of want to make sure that we have as much as we need in here. So we're going to go ahead and still save the whole $1,000. So that's $350. Okay, 29 blocks colored in on that one. All right, over to our kids stuff. All right, so in this one is our kids' clothes. Now, my oldest pretty much wore out 2 pairs of her shoes this week. So I had to buy tennis shoes and boots for her. So that was really expensive. It was like $80. So I'm going to take this 50 and then 70. And then I spent another $20 on another pair of boots that I found one at a consignment store, a really good pair of Durangos at a consignment store for Kate because she's worn out her boots. God, y'all, our kids are so hard on their shoes since we've moved here. So I need to add 10 to this and then put it over in our piggy bank envelope. So right now the kids' clothes are getting $40. So 20, 40, but I want to make change. I want to make change for one of these 20s because, okay, that's the good thing about having, cash at hand all the time is you can make your own change. All right, so this is the total. But I need to put 50, 70, 90, 100 into our bank account because we did I ordered Danny's shoes online and then I spent the $25 on the other pair. So we've only got $30 in our thing, but this is a good thing to show you because we've really got $130 that we've saved so far this year. I'm still going to color in $130 worth of these. Okay, so just because we've spent some of this money doesn't mean that we don't have, that we haven't saved it. So, all right, so that's some of that. All right, swim lessons is next on this list. Actually, let's go ahead and do Halloween. I don't have a sinking funds chart for Halloween, but it's getting 10. Okay, so sorry, my husband called, so it may look a little different right now. But swim lessons is next. I don't know if you saw, okay, so this was Halloween is when he called, so I don't know if you saw it or not, but it got $10 this pay period. Swim lessons is next, and it gets $50 this pay period, and it's got 50 in there. Next is school supplies and fees, and we're trying to, and we're saving $1,400 for that this year, and our last $200 is going to go into that. So we've got 100, 200, 300, 50, 70, $390 in there. So update this. Each of these is worth $13. So I get to color, each of these is worth $29. So I get to color in, I think I'm going to do purple again. I get to color in 13 and a half of these. So I like to color in different colors based off of when I actually put the money in. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this one. All right, so now this is all of the cash for our spending for next pay period. So I'm going to drop it into this envelope that I just kind of have as a spare. And then all I've got to do on my next paycheck, is drop it into my normal cash envelopes. Y'all just been tossing them over here, so they're in a mess. So all I gotta do on my next paycheck is drop them into my normal cash envelopes. But all of my sinking funds are stuffed for this month, and I stinking love doing this in advance. This has been awesome. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and it lets me know what content you're interested in, formats and all that kind of stuff. So I make sure that I film what you're interested in. So thanks so much for watching. As always, it's a blessing to have you in our lives and in our home, and I will see you next time.